Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, so today's piece is going to be a really special piece. It's a huge canvas. It's a 40 inch by 30 inch. It's just peeking off the edge of my table, so you probably can't see the whole thing yet. But this piece is going to be a community project. I've been invited to attend a mind, body and spirit fair, and I'm going to be selling some of my pieces of art to the community. But I also wanted to make a piece that can be donated to the community afterwards. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to take some blue tones and blend a background. I'm just going to blend in some colours for a background. I'm going to take some acrylic paint, and in the middle of the piece I'm going to do some dots, so pile up some of the paint and use a squeegee to create a community. So this is a really abstract piece, but the intention is the community will be in the middle, the base will be colours of blue tone, and around the edge I'm going to invite people who attend the fair to donate their handprint either in gold or white, and just place their handprint around the edge of the canvas. And then once it's complete, we'll donate it to the community. I'm really excited for this. It's so much fun. It's so much fun to kind of get out there and meet lots of people as well, and for them to take part in something special for a community piece. So let's see what we can all create. Okay, so for the background, I'm literally just going to blend 3 colours together. You can see the colours here. I will list everything in my description box below. I've just watered them down. I've just used some water, and I'm going to use a large brush just to do some blending on this large canvas. So the idea here is to literally take those 3 tones of blue, and I'm going to place those on the canvas, and then with my large brush I'm just going to spread the paint across the canvas and blend each colour in one by one. This whole process is great to really enjoy being in the moment of the here and now. For those of you that don't know, last year I released a course online, and it's about mindfulness, using art and creativity to help you relax and unwind, and I'll include more details of that course in the description box below if you're interested in taking it. But when you're doing your creation, just remember to really enjoy being in the moment, be in the present moment, and really feel the paint as you blend it in across your canvas. Really feel the movement of that paintbrush, really feel the movement of the paint on the surface that you're using. By adding a darker colour around the edges, you can see me here spreading some more paint on the canvas ready for blending. It just creates that shadow and creates that depth to the piece. I really want you to see the brush strokes of the paintbrush on this piece. By blending in the paints and really showing the brush strokes that we're leaving on the base of this canvas can really add a texture and a depth to this piece, just by placing the paintbrush down and just doing small strokes like this. So I'm happy with this as a base colour. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the paints I'm going to use for the squeegee. And these are the colours that I'm going to use to create the abstract community crowd that's going to be placed in the middle of the canvas. So all those colours you'll see are multicoloured. I'm just using some tape as a bit of a guide so I can measure how far to put the fingerprints and the handprints around the edge. And then it helps me guide me when I'm going to place my dots of paint on the canvas and use the squeegee to create the community. I'm so excited to see how this piece is going to evolve, and really excited to meet so many people within the Walkden community. And a huge shout out to Clouds, the shop in Walkden that's a family run business that has great gifts. So please check out their website, give them a follow on the social media platforms. I'll link all their details below. But let's crack on with this creation. You'll now see that I am adding some more of the paint in the middle. That's going to be the community piece. So I'm taking one colour at a time. I have sped up this part of the video. I don't want you to get bored, but you get the idea of using one colour at a time and adding a dot of colour in the middle. And then what we'll do is we'll use the squeegee and really merge all of those colours together. And it's going to create an abstract community crowd. I can't wait for you to see it. So stick around and watch how this piece transforms. Okay, so the really fun part. I place my squeegee at the top of the paints that I want to swipe down. I don't press too hard, but I allow the squeegee to collect the paint as I move it in the one direction, all the way down to the tape, because I want a really clean line when I finish. There we go, how simple was that? But look at how all those colours are merging together. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to start from the top and just slowly glide the squeegee over the paint down to the tape, bringing all the different colours together. You can see here how it's transforming, and I'm going to repeat that 2 more times because I really want to create that community vibe. All those different colours coming together into one piece. I'm really enjoying just being in the moment, really feeling the paint as I use my squeegee to glide it down that canvas. I'm just going to finish off this end, and then what I'll do is I'll take you in for a close-up of this version. But this really does evolve even further, because this piece is going to go down to Walkden Town Centre, and we're going to invite people from the community to add their fingerprints and their handprints around the edges of this piece. I'm really happy with this version. I think I've finished. So I'm now going to take the tape off. I'm just going to slowly pull the tape along the canvas, so there's a really clean line on the other end. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you in for close up before this piece evolves even further. I just love seeing all these different colours coming together. All the different textures that you can see have all come together for this community piece. So that's the crowd, the community crowd in the middle of the canvas that's now finished. But I'm now going to invite people at the fair to add their handprints and their fingerprints around the edges. So we set up a table and some paint outside Clouds for people to come along and add their handprints or their fingerprints around those edges. And you'll see here a number of people have really donated their time and their handprint and their fingerprints to add to this community piece. So a big shout out to everyone that took part. Thank you so much for placing your hand in that paint and then popping it onto the canvas to create the final version. We really appreciated you taking part, and it really does show a community coming together through art and creativity. I'm really proud of this piece, and I really hope you're proud of it too. A big thank you to Clouds, and a big thank you to Walkden Town Centre. All of this isn't possible without all of you. So a big thank you to everyone taking part. I really hope you've enjoyed doing this. I really hope you've enjoyed seeing how this piece evolves. I'll leave you now with some more of the details and showing you how some other people have placed their handprints around the edges. But I just want to say thank you for all of your support. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. It is free and you get to see how I paint and how I teach my tutorials for fluid art techniques. Thank you again for all of your time, and I really do hope I get to see you again in the next video. But for now, I'm going to leave you with some of the details. Check out the description box, check out Clouds, check out the course that I've also designed, and most of all, enjoy this piece. And if you're local to Walkden, pop down and I'll place the details online when I know where it's going to be displayed. Thank you again so much, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself, and community really does matter, and everyone matters too. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.